Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time we all officially jump on Team Tank because as of tonight, the Winnipeg Jets have a 5% chance of making the playoffs. And that's only going to get smaller because they're going to continue to not play complete games and lose even though they dominate play against good teams like we saw tonight against the Rangers. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Recap Reactions for game 56 out of 82 for the Winnipeg Jets 2021-2022 campaign. Welcome back. I know this is a bit later of an upload. I watched this video outside of my house. I've just been busy today, and gotta remember, I'm on the West Coast, so it's not that late just yet. So if you watch this in the morning, whenever you watch this, welcome, and I do apologize for that it's going up a little bit later. But let's talk about this game, because this game was a prime example, like we've seen from time and time again with this team, of them not playing consistently. Like they dominated this game for a lot of it. Like Money Puck had us at like a over 75% chance of winning this game out of 1,000 simulations because the Jets were good at times, but they failed to capitalize on opportunity. They doubled the shots. It was 46-22 in shots tonight. They did everything right. They had 6 power plays again, where the Jets are getting tons of power play opportunity. This game just sucks. Like, yeah, Nikolai Ehlers gets that great power play goal, but this is a game where you have to win. The playoff chances are almost impossible at this point. The team, the mentality, the ownership, everyone right now around this team, the mentality is that we still have a chance at the playoffs. So we're a secret team. We're a secret, underlying team in the standings. We can be a wild card team. We can threaten all this. It's like, no, that's not this team. We're way more than halfway past the halfway point of this season. The trade deadline is approaching within 2 weeks. It's time to sell. This team is not going anywhere. And, I really think the tank ideology is set in for me at this point because I thought maybe this team could throw together some wins, maybe try to climb out of this hole a little bit and show that there's some life. I didn't think there was a playoff aspirations within the team. Regardless if the players want to make it or not, they're not playing that way. So I thought that, at least maybe we can get a little run together, get some entertainment, maybe win 5 games in a row. God forbid if that could ever happen, right? And maybe we have a little bit of entertainment in our lives before we really get to the trade deadline and sell off all these guys. But no, it looks like we're just going to fizzle out, trade off Kopp, trade off Stastny, who knows what else we're going to do, and then see what happens for the rest of the season. At this point, tank for as best of a draft pick as you can get and try to reset for next year with a soft retool in the offseason. You spent to the cap this year in the past offseason, acquire Dillon, acquire Schmidt, you bring back Stastny, you bring back Kopp on a good 1 year last year contract. The team looks good. Hellebuck's back there. The only question mark you had going into the season this year was Comrie, and Comrie surprised in the games that he's played. But none of that mattered, because the Jets just can't play consistent hockey. It doesn't matter if they play 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there, 5 minutes here, it doesn't matter. A full 60 minutes is what gets you into the playoffs at this point in the season. You need to be a dominant team and not give up on play and not chase at times and continuously play the best of your hockey. And the Jets don't do that from time in and time again. It's pathetic at this point. Like, I watched this game, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe the Jets have a chance, It's 2-0, excuse me. It's 2-1 then by the Ehlers goal. I'm thinking, okay, Jets are playing better. We got that goal. We had some more power play opportunity. We were pressing. We had some good looks. And this is against a tough goaltender, probably the Vezina winner this year in Shesterkin. I thought, okay, we have some life in us. But then it doesn't matter because the third period rolls around. Kreider kicks it off, not that too long into it. And then Trouba, out of all people, has to have a good game tonight. He gets a point on the first goal, and he scores a goal in what ends up being the not the game winner, but still scores a goal. It's just, this game sucks, but this team sucks. This is just the ideology we're gonna have to embrace at this point. If you want to watch the Jets for the rest of this year, you're gonna have games like this where they play good. You want them to win, but at the end of the day, none of that is going to make a difference. Like, it's extremely upsetting to have to watch this. Like, Ehlers has been back for 2 games and has looked great out there. Gets a goal tonight. Easily could have had some more points last night. I don't know how much praise I can give the Svechnikov line with Connor and PLD. That line's awesome, Not to mention that we have more guys get injured today. Logan Stanley comes back in the lineup. Nathan Beaulieu, who's been actually kind of decent of late, who might have been able to get traded at the deadline, is now injured. So who knows if that's even off the table at this point, which sucks because, again, maybe a 7th round pick, potentially even a 6th. That's something that I would like to have over Nathan Beaulieu going into the draft. It just sucks to be a Jets fan at this point, Like, you look at the minutes given out tonight, and you look at the stats they had, the shots on goals, the hits, Adam Lowry had 5 shots on goal tonight. He was great out there. He played 50 minutes of ice time. He was killing penalties on the power play a little bit. I liked Adam Lowry tonight. I've liked him for a while now, Pierre-Luc Dubois had 7 shots on net tonight. He was a beast out there. Almost 23 minutes of ice time. He spent 6 minutes on the power play. He was great. It's just, I'm tired of talking about all these individual performances on a team that's so good on paper, even with injury, and yet we have these constant letdown performances. It's so frustrating to watch, and I'm sick of it. Like, I'm not going to give up on this team when it comes to watching them. Obviously, that's something that I will always do, even when they suck, and I've done it for the last 10, 11 years. But god damn it, this is the best version of the Jets we've seen on paper probably in a few years, and they're letting down compared to teams we saw with absolutely no talent that had no business on being in the playoffs. This feels like I'm watching the Jets from like 2015, 2016, and like, you know, the Laine's first year. Like when we had a good team on paper, we're just constantly underperforming. Now I know the year after Laine's, you know, rookie year, we had a good season, but I don't know anymore. Maybe we'll get some luck next year, maybe some youth, maybe a new coaching staff, maybe some changes in the front office with Chevy, who knows, the draft, trades. I don't know what this team's going to look like. I don't know the future. I'm optimistic based off of our assets, but it's scary to have to look at this team because I don't even know what to say to a game like this because the Jets, honest to God, should have probably won this game. I'm sorry, Rangers fans. It was a fun one. You guys played good hockey, but at the end of the day, when you get 46 shots on net, even against a goaltender as good as Shesterkin, and you have 6 power plays, and you have a face-off percentage of 61% in the dot, you dominate all stats, you double them in hits. I just don't understand this one. Against a good team, too, and you just can't pull it out. The only chance you have of keeping your season alive. At this point, you're basically out of the playoffs. If the Jets lose, I believe, what, 3-4 more games? Mathematically, it's over. Or basically over. It'll be like a 2%, 1%. We need to sell. It's time to open the markets, get those phones ringing. It's time to trade Andrew Kopp. Hell, Andrew Kopp in a couple of weeks could be in a Rangers jersey. They've been a team very interested in him as well as Paul Stastny. Paul Stastny could end up playing on a team down in the West, one of these young teams surprising, looking for some veteran leadership. Paul Stastny's a beast in the playoffs. Has been his whole career and has been to the playoffs a lot. He knows how to play in that environment. If you're a young team, that's a valuable asset. The Jets have assets. And they should be helping these guys, our team, win on the ice, but they're not. And that's coming from a stretch where Paul Stastny's been great. And Andrew Kopp's been good, but end of the day, it's just not going to cut anymore. This is a game where you play great hockey against the Rangers, and you lose. How many times have we said that, where you play a great game, you do everything right, and at the end of the day, none of it matters because you're basically checked out and went home by the time the first period buzzer ends. And I know that wasn't the case tonight, but it still feels that way. You had life in this game from times. You played hard. At the end of the day, you don't get the result you want. It sucks. But you should have had it. You should have won. You should have been able to just put up a better effort and show some damn consistency to save your season. But you can't do it. Fundamentally, this team has something wrong with them. We've talked about it a lot, but it just sucks. And also just, I really wanted Pionk to be able to kick some ass tonight. And Trouba to, like, you know, get shit on, kind of. I never liked Jacob Trouba in his time here. I never bought a single one of his... You guys know I'm a big hockey card collector. I never even noted Trouba Young Gun. Never had any interest in that guy. Even when he was drafted, I didn't like him. And I know he was good for us, but I just his attitude towards the team, city, and everything, it just threw me off completely. So, never liked him, and I really like that Pionk trade. I love Pionk, even though he's had an off year, and Ville Heinola's Ville Heinola. I've talked about him in the Moose video. I'll go link that right now. Go check it out. But at the end of the day, they won. They played the better game when it mattered. When it came down to it, they get the points. And we're 5% closer on being eliminated. It's sad. It really is. We all wanted this team to be so good, and this is the result that we get. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below, guys. What was your least favorite moment about this game? What do you want to do going to the trade deadline? What type of content do you want to see on the channel? Let me know all your thoughts down in the comment section below. As always, if you're new to this channel as well, make sure to subscribe. Thank you so much for all the support on all the videos as of late. It really means a lot to me. And again, thank you guys so much for 2,000 subscribers. Can't wait to be along with you guys for the next 1,000. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter. Check out all the other affiliated links down in the description as well. Also, make sure to go register with a BetUS account today using code PEGCityHockey. Make sure to be legal gambling age wherever you live. Know your limit. Play within it. Have a great rest of your night. Go Jets, go. See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.